A lot of people are beginning to realize that you don't need a college degree to be making six figures a year. And you prove my point by stumbling across my video. And to be completely honest, it's never been easier to be making money online and to start your own business. And a lot of people have this misconception that you need to have influence or a personal brand to make money online, but that's just simply not true. You're about to meet Bryant, who was just a typical college athlete who I can now call one of my brothers, was trying to find a way to start making some extra money, and eventually signed up with DSA and was mentored by me and Mark to help him start and scale his remote cleaning business. Bryant went from nothing to 15K a month in just 80 days. And we break down all of his success to show you that this is possible for you too. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to hit the sub and join our free school group in the description so you can start taking some action after this video fires you up. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, so Brian, if you want, just like tell everyone like what were you doing like 6 months ago before you even started this business, just so like everyone that's watching this could have like a better understanding of like what your situation was like. So like you can
Six
show.
months ago. Okay. So 6 months ago, yeah, I was playing football. I was in the middle of football season at my junior college in Southern California. And I mean, I was just being a regular student. And I was going to class, going to football practice, and just came home and chilled, do what every student does, just watch Netflix, do their homework, finishes up, go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what was like the reasoning behind wanting to like start a business here?
Yeah, so I had a lot of extra free time on my hands just because I just did, and I just felt like I needed to be more productive. So, and I didn't feel like getting a job was the right route. I'd rather take a risk and bet on myself. So I just thought reaching out to you guys was the best route, and I mean it's been good ever since that.
For sure. I mean, were you considering like any other programs or businesses or anything like that prior to starting the cleaning space?
No, not really. It was kind of like perfect timing. Like right when I seen you guys on social media, it was just I just knew like that was what I needed to do, or that's what I needed to try. I just thought about the business model. It makes sense. You could scale it easily. So I just saw it, perfect timing, just committed fully right away.
Yeah, and like looking from like the outside in, like as you were getting this started, like what were your expectations? Did you think that this is going to be something that you could scale to $10,000 a month? Like were you kind of like oblivious by like everything that we were saying, like from the content that you saw on like TikTok and everything? Like what was your mindset at before you and
My
Frank?
mindset was I could definitely scale that fast because I know how much work I put into sports my whole life. If I can do even half of that into a business, I knew that I could take it somewhere. So honestly, like nothing has surprised me how successful we've been with this business. But it also is a kind of surprising that it's like it's actually this easy to make money if you just put the work in.
Yeah, and like you're in school, so you're in college, you said that you're playing football as well. Like what about like time management? Did you think that there wasn't going to be any worry in the world about getting this business startup, like hiring cleaners, doing the sales calls, doing everything that it is, like the three verticals, hiring, marketing, and sales for your cleaning business? Did you think that was going to like take apart and be like a distraction with like football or like kind of like mess up like the schedule that you had, like the classes that you were taking? Like, what were your thoughts about like going into that?
Yeah, so I mean, it was just about cutting out everything that I just didn't need to do, like whether that's going out on the weekend because I need to interview someone, or if I just want to watch YouTube or Netflix, I want to work on the business instead. So it's just about time management and just deciding what your goals and priorities are. So I think anybody who says they don't have enough time aren't they don't want to make time for what they already have available.
Yeah, 100%. Like, have you ever done anything like in the past? Like, did you have like an entrepreneurial like mindset like growing up? Like, did you do any like side hustles or like sell like anything like back in the day or like did you
Yeah,
know that you
yeah.
wanted to like start your own business or
Yeah, like my whole life, I kind of had this kind of mindset. Like a small little story is in like elementary school, we would be like in the computer lab, and I found out how to download songs onto a USB, and I just sold everybody songs for like quarters. And I got in trouble, and the teacher wanted to take back all the quarters. But I mean, just thinking back to the story like that, it's just kind of obvious. Like I always had a different route of making money or a different mindset, so this doesn't surprise me at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of like the people that like think about maybe like starting a cleaning business or doing anything like drop servicing, like for your demographic of people, it's like I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I don't want to like like, yeah, I'm in school because that's what everyone does. Like you go to high school and then whether you play sports in college or you just like are forced to play or you're forced to go to like a 4 year like university or something because like that's just the societal norm these days. Like going into college, were you scared that you were gonna be getting a job after you graduate and like be stuck in that system for the rest of your life, or did you just know that an opportunity was going to be presented to you and you were just going to take action and then like eventually find out what that business is?
Yeah, so I knew that I'm gonna find a job or I'm gonna find a connection that it's gonna work out with me. I wasn't really scared of, you know, finding a job after college was done or whatever. Also, I mean, I just relied on my degree to degree in finance, just a good degree to have. But yeah, I wasn't really scared of getting a job after college because I know I'm gonna figure something out regardless of what it is.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give Mark like the floor right now because he was the one that actually coached you and Frank.
Mhm.
Like, what did you guys do when you like joined DSA? Like, what did it look like on a day to day when you got everything started? And then you and Mark can just jump in.
Yeah, so pretty much we actually saw you also on all the social media. So we hopped on a call with Mark. We were just kind of, confused about like who's this guy presenting us all this information. And then, the closer we got with Mark, the more comfortable we felt with him. And he was just really trying to hold our hands step by step, really responsive on everything, just showing us do this, do this, do this, and get back to me, hit me up if you ever need anything. And I mean, that was very, very valuable to us because I know like the academy is growing day by day. So, I mean, your guys' time is going to be more and more valuable to people. So I would say, the sooner you join, the more time you'll have with Mark and John. Their businesses are super successful. So, I mean, if you just really copy what they do with their business to your business, I mean, you're gonna see the same thing, success.
For sure, bro. Um, I mean, what was like when you were first starting out here and like deciding, hey, if you were gonna go join like Drop Service Academy, like what was your biggest fear, like hesitation about jumping into a program like this?
My biggest fear jumping into a program like this, I would just say like the profitability, probably maybe just how profitable is it really? Like how much you have to pay your cleaners, how much are you paying your ads? But once you get over, you have to invest into getting more clients on recurring. Once you get over that hump of just like see it through, and then once you see that recurring revenue come in, then it is a really profitable business.
For sure. I mean, you guys started back in November, it was, right?
Correct.
So, I mean, what revenue did you guys do in November and December?
So yeah, November we finished out the month 3,000 gross, and then December we finished out 8,000 gross.
Okay, awesome. And then so I mean you guys made a little bit over like $10,000 here in your first month. What are you guys doing now here in February?
Yeah, so right now we're gonna, I would say, finish the month anywhere between 14 to 13K, or like right at that mark right now. We're just waiting for, a couple more people to call us back as it is. But yeah, we're at like 13K right now.
Yeah. So like explain how that works because like every month, like you're increasing revenue. So like this entire business model is like the recurring revenue aspect. So like you guys are closing these deals, whether it's just through like the inbound leads that you're getting from like the ad platforms that you're talking about that you set up. And then like you're doing like the cold outreach as well, dialing like other different businesses, doing those walkthroughs, getting everything set up. Like how is the recurring revenue played a role for like the increase in revenue for your business?
Yeah, so pretty much to anybody doesn't know what like the recurring revenue is on this business, it's whether you want to get a client on a monthly, bi-weekly, or weekly schedule. I mean, some people even like twice a week, but pretty much when you get them on a recurring schedule, then you don't have to pay for the ad again. And then it's just clockwork. You don't even think about it and you're getting money because the cleaner's already been to the house. They're already familiar with it. The client's familiar how your company operates. You already have their card on file. So once you get someone on a recurring revenue, you just keep stacking it up and it's a big snowball effect. So the more recurring revenue you have, like, the more automated the business really is.
Nice. So I mean you basically went from doing what $3,000 in November to $8,000 in December, 10,000 in January, and now you're coming in around like 13, 14 grand here this month.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's really been a slow month too. Like it's hasn't been as jumping as it usually is. It's just I think we're getting more comfortable with our pricing too. So that's helping a lot. Obviously when you start off, you want to start lower just because you want to get your first couple of customers. But then once you're insured with the quality of work that you have, then you can start charging higher for sure.
Bet. And like people that are watching this that might be in your shoes that are like trying to figure it out, like just be honest. Like, is this easy? Is this something that like takes a lot of work? Like, we don't want to like give like the wrong impression to people. Like it in the beginning, it's a lot of work. Like it's an actual business. Like this isn't something that you and Frank are just going to be doing for like a year and then you're just going to like take that money that you made and just like get out of the industry. Like you guys, you're building a business that's hopefully going to last you multiple years, if not decades, depending on how much you scale it.
Yeah, so I would just say the back end is obviously just the most irritating part because you want to start already. The back end, I would say, takes anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks, to get all your licenses, permits, stuff like that. Just depends on what state you're in. And then once you start getting calls, I mean, you just got to kind of be on call all day because if you don't pick up the phone, I mean, that's with any sales job and you have an inbound lead coming in, then you're just letting money ring. So I would say it just depends how fast you want to scale your business. If you want to have, a couple of cleans a week, that would be easy to get. Slowly start scaling your business. And then maybe you can get where I am in, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. But if you really want to attack your business and you got a lot of time, which I had nothing but time on my hands, all I had was, school, practice, and then go home. Then if you got time, then if you grind your business out, then it's easy to scale. I would say if you're in a good lucrative area, you can scale it pretty easily.
Love to see it, man. Well, I mean, you seem like you're crushing it here. I mean, what are the goals here for you over the next like 4 to 6 months throughout the remaining couple months here, this next couple quarters?
Yeah, so honestly, we really haven't talked about our couple of goals in the next couple of quarters. We're just really focused on this big commercial bank contract we have right now. We're just making sure that everything goes through with that. Pretty much we're cleaning over 100 Wells Fargos. So we're just talking to the project manager and the contractors right now, making sure everything's good with, us not having a workers' comp, sending them the W-9s, the background checks. We're just trying to get that all finalized and approved. Once that's up and running, then we'll probably really talk about our goals and stuff like that. But right now, that's just our main concern right now. Just trying to hit that big contract off, just because it just fell into our hands. So make sure we crush this.
Yeah. So walk through that because that's like incredible that you guys landed that. So like, how did it just like fall into your hands? Like, was it just an inbound, or you guys do outreach for that, or?
Yeah, so we just had an inbound call and a contractor was calling us and he said, "Hey, I want to clean." I said, "Okay, when do you get this clean?" He was like, "Oh, not till a couple of months." And then he said they're doing remodels on 50 banks in the Bay Area and 50 in the Wells Fargo. And I was like, 50 in the Orange County. I was like, okay, perfect. My business partner, Frank, lives in the Bay Area. I live in Orange County. So boom, we did the walkthroughs with him and his partner at the banks. They showed us what to clean. They took photos for us. They showed us all around the bank and they said, okay, in a month and a half, we're going to start this job. We're going to need 1 to 3 cleans a week after hours. And then I told them our pricing is $100 an hour per cleaner. So that's $50 an hour per cleaner. And then we pay the cleaners anywhere between $20 to $25. So, and he said, we'll always get paid for at least 4 hours of work. So, I mean, I feel like this is going to be huge for us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Well, I mean, that's a massive contract that you guys have on the books here. Sounds like you guys are really crushing it. I mean, like after being in the business here for 4 months, what are your thoughts? Like, would you refer this to a friend? Like, what do you think about the academy and this business model overall?
Yeah, I would just tell people just definitely do more research about the cleaning industry. If you have broad questions about it, but as the academy, yeah, if you want to build a business and know the steps to take, so you don't have to, prolong starting a business and you want to get active and, start the business, the academy is definitely the best way to go. You have people who run businesses, the same businesses as me, same businesses as John and Mark. We're all in a community together, talking, helping each other out, hopping on roundtable Q&A questions every Wednesday. There's Loom videos for you to, watch. There's a lot of value in it. So, I mean, the value is definitely worth the money for anybody considering it. Just take that risk on yourself if you want to start a business and, start it.
And how much did everything cost you to get everything started up with like from filing the LLC to getting those first cleans on the books?
Yeah, so I'd say it was comfortable anywhere between 400 to 600 to start. I would say probably started like 300, 350-ish, just like LLC and then like ads, license. And then we want to have a good amount of money in our business bank account just for ads running. So I would say like anywhere between $200 to $500 to start for just, to be comfortable with, not looking at your bank account every time a call comes in. So yeah, I would say anywhere between like $400 to $500.
So $400-500, and now you're doing 13 grand in February, 14 grand in February.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just made the investment in ourselves,
Sweet. And then, yeah, so like the academy and everything's cool. Do you think that you could have done this on your own without like having like Mark be getting on a weekly call with you and like all the resources that we have in the academy, the calendar events and everything like that? Like, where do you think you would be if you just like took the information from like the content that I was posting on TikTok or that you might have saw on Instagram and then like try to do that with Frank without like any hand holding guidance or like the whole like mentorship aspect of it?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I couldn't even tell you where I would be right now if I would still be doing this. But say I wasn't gonna just follow you on TikTok, I think we would have, probably still trying to figure out how to run ads right now. I have no idea where we were gonna be, but just the whole mentoring part of it is really good. I mean, my whole life I had a mentor, whether that was with sports or school. So I don't know why people don't see the same for business. Like anyone that ever played sports, you had like a personal coach. Like you already know how to do something, you just want to be more specialized in something, you want more attention by yourself. So a business coach is definitely the same thing as anybody that has like a sports coach. So that's how I saw it. You guys are doing big with your businesses, so why would I not try to get connected with you guys, help me start my business? It's just a deal you can't pass up, so that's why I took on it.
Yeah, and then you like met Lath too, who is he gonna be helping you guys with the Wells Fargo banks, or is it just gonna be
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't have any cleaners in Orange County, but I met someone in the academy that did. So I texted, yo, who got a cleaner in Orange County? I met my boy Lath. He actually go to the same school as me. I didn't even know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he goes to the same college as me. I didn't even know that. And we connected. We did the walkthrough together. Oh, damn, hold on. Yeah, so we connected. We did the walkthrough together. He got his cleaners in check. He got their background checks done. So it's just something I don't have to worry about. So that just made it huge for us to be able to connect with someone through the academy instead of looking for cleaners down south that we don't know anything about. Want to try them out on different test cleans before we send them to this huge deal to mess up. So he already has the reliable cleaners. He already knows the standard that I want, the standard that you guys provide for us to show us, this is how your cleaner should operate. So I'm not worried at all for working with him in this deal.
It's fire.
Love to see it. I mean, after being in here for 4 or 5 months, are you getting the results of like the coaching sessions benefiting you here?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really only been 4 or 5 months, and I can't even see myself in a year by now. I'm excited. Every day we take it. We just take it one day at a time. Right now, just working on our business. It's a grind, definitely. But when you see the results, when you put in the days, when you put in the hours of taking phone calls, scheduling cleaners, finding cleaners, doing the stuff that nobody wants to do, when you do that every single day, then you're going to see results in your business. And that's definitely what me and Frank have seen in our business. And we're really satisfied and happy, but we're trying to, like act like we haven't made any money, just keep going past it, keep trying to go up, level up. So that's what we're on right now.
Yeah, and like now you're like making content and like Frank's on the phone making content too. Like, did you ever see yourself like starting a personal brand like a year
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah, I saw myself starting a personal brand. Just my sister likes posting TikToks, and I was like, oh, might do that. Was it about cleaning content? No, but I'm gonna add in some of my own content, some cleaning content, just a little bit of everything. So I think it's definitely a good niche to get into because people don't know about it yet. It's new, it's fresh, it's unsaturated. So it's definitely good content to post.
Yeah, and like maybe you'll be a mentor to people kind of like how Mark was with you, like down the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like taking the ropes pretty much. Yeah.
Sweet. Mark, you got anything else or?
That's it. I think we kind of really covered the whole business here. Kind of like, hey, what the course of action has been over the last 4 months. And I mean, Bryant, you're crushing it. So I mean, it's only just the beginning here. We're only 4 months in. I mean, we have a lot of time and a lot more results to really go achieve.
Yeah, definitely. A lot more things I still want to accomplish, but you know, it's been great so far, and nothing but compliments. You guys are great
Appreciate it.
people and great mentors for sure.
Sweet. And then let's just end on this. So like if people are still watching this video and you're maybe thinking about getting started in this, like what's the one piece of advice or just like one liner that you would tell them like from like if you were in their shoes right now? Because you were literally in their shoes 6 months ago. So like what would you tell yourself 6 months ago if you wanted to maybe take action on this?
When you feel like you want to start something, just start it. Don't think about it. Just start it, nose forward. Just start it and get down with the work. Put in the work, put in the hours, and then you'll see the best results. When you're constantly thinking about it, constantly going back and forth with your own decisions, then I feel like that's just going to take longer for you to ever do anything. I know me and Frank got on a call with Mark. He presented us the academy. We got off the phone, had one conversation, got back on the phone the next day, and we're all in. And ever since then, we haven't looked back. I mean, I think that's the best way to go with anything. You're either all in or you're not. That's how I am. So yeah, just if you go all in, go all in.